All right. It's sprinkling rain. Hey, guys and girls, welcome to another episode of Watching Giant Antlers Grow. Getting ready to go in the pen. I've got some carrots and apples for Split Ear and her buddies. Getting ready to take a look at Whitey and Snoopy and see if they've grown any during the week. The only deer that really seems to be very noticeable to me, quite honestly, is Prince Charming. Prince Charming just seems to just keep on. You just wait till you see him here in just a little bit. But it's rumbling around. There's thunder and lightning coming back over this way right here. It may start raining. If it does, I'll get under one of the buildings in the pen there. And we had 1.5 inches the other day. We had 0.4, so that's 1.9 inches for the month of August. We got just about a day left in August, and it's over. And so that's what, if we get some today, and it looks like we could get some right now. It's rumbling right there. That's probably going to move south, but it could be coming over this way. It could be pouring down rain here any minute. So what we're going to do is going to jump in those deer pens and see what happens. And we'll take a look at them, then we'll go to the house. And I don't know if I can get much of a look at the Brotherhood or not. I may have to look at them through some of the other video we've shot throughout the week, because I don't think they're around right now. And but I'm gonna have to work all night tonight, so I'm just trying to get as much done as I possibly can. Anyway, we're having a great time in it, so it's all good. But hopefully, I thought if I got out and started shooting video, maybe it would rain. It's worth it to get wet. That rain yesterday, we were working in that rain yesterday, and I got wet. Oh, even though it rained to 2 tenths and another tenth and then another tenth, and finally got up to 4 tenths. But we'll take all we can get. 4 tenths of an inch a day is good, as long as it does it for about 15 or 20 or 30 straight days. But you never can tell. We might get into a rainy pattern and really have a lot of rain, because that definitely happens in Oklahoma. We are like any state in the nation. If you don't like the weather, wait a minute. Let's get in those pens and feed the girl deer and take a look at the boy deer and look, see how big those babies are getting too, because they're growing. The babies, and they're eating so much, it's amazing. They're going through so much deer food, it's just amazing. It's sinful almost. What's happening there? But it's all good. Like I said, it's all good. Let's go in the pen and take a look. Come here. Do not get my fingers. Oh my goodness. There's an apple. You got a little something in your eye. I put some medicine in y'all's water. Hey, green tag. There you go, baby. Yeah, I got a lot here. I've got a lot. Look at here. I'm gonna get back over here where they can see y'all good. Let me turn that down a little bit. Everybody wants to be able to see y'all. And so we're gonna get, look at what we got over here. We got lots of deer coming around. Yeah, buddy. Oh, listen to that thunder. Some of these babies had never even seen rain until that rain we had the other day, that 1.5 inches. Yeah, had never even seen rain. My goodness, we have got, they may all be eaten out of my hand before it's over. I'll have them around here like that guy that's got the coons that crawl around on his back. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give away about half of these carrots, and then I'm gonna restart the video to make sure that the audio is working, because it seems like that every time I get to doing this, I run out of audio, and I don't know how that happens. So I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. You girls are not letting me do anything, are you? I'm gonna shut this off. I'm gonna shut this off for a second, make sure the audio is working, turn it back on so it'll work on part of it anyway. Well, it would appear to be working. It's still hooked up. It's still hooked up to my iPhone. And here you go, babe. Here. Ooh, look at that big buck. Looky there. Hey, there you go. You want something there, Whitey? Listen to that thunder rolling back there. And the thunder roll. Listen to that thunder rolling, will you? Isn't that something? Whitey's back over there behind me, getting lots of deer around. We'll be seeing Whitey there in a minute, but he's off over there just a little ways. Oh, look at that long carrot. Woohoo! That was a long one, wasn't it, split ear? Make sure you chew it up good, girls. Whitey's over there begging for something. Everybody is up here. There you go, babe. Everybody. Look at all the deer I got here. I got them everywhere. Look at this. Look at all these deer. Look at all these deer. Hey. I brought 2 full pounds. 2 full pounds of carrots. Plus I chopped up a couple of apples, so I got apples in here too. Just got deer everywhere. I mean everywhere. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're all over. I love it. I love it. I love it. This is so cool. This is so cool right here. This is, I know a lot of you said this is kind of your favorite part of the whole antlers video. And especially since they're not necessarily growing real fast nowadays. That I'm about to the end. I'm about to the end, girls and guys. I'm about to the end. A little bit down there for the guys that won't come up. I sure would like to get Whitey to eat out of my hand, but he won't quite do it. Golly, he's a big buck. Oh my goodness. Splitter, you kind of got crowded out. You might not got quite as many. That's all of them, guys. That's it. That's it. That's it. Is that something? Look over there. Look at Whitey. Let's just set this thing off, take a good look at him. Okay, now that the carrots wound down and run out, hear that thunder? Caused the turkey to gobble. You hear that turkey gobble? Whitey's going to walk away from me now. He was liking it up there while we had carrots. He come up there real close, and now he's walking away. 70, 28, get back. I don't have any more left. Quit nosing around this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, look at this. Trying to get a real good look at Whitey there. There he is. Oh yeah, let's zoom in on you, big boy. Zoom in so everybody take a look at you. Look at Whitey. Now, you still have velvet on their antlers. The velvet will be going away here pretty soon. They'll be rubbing that off. Somebody, like I said, I think I mentioned last week, told me that they didn't need to rub it off. It'd all fall off. Now, that may be true. But I'm going to tell you, the ones that's got a lot of antlers on that, they don't ever get it all off. They've still got some on. And it's usually in areas that they can't rub. So it might be that most of it will fall off. But I'm going to tell you, rubbing is a very, very important part of getting rid of those antlers. You can take a look at Whitey. Whitey is also, he almost turned his ankle there, didn't he? Whitey is also the biggest, fattest buck in the pens. Oh, it's that turkey's gobbling at the thunder. Oh, and he's going to walk right up there by Snoopy. You see him walk up there by Snoopy, so we can look at Snoopy and him a little bit at the same time. Try to zoom in even more so we can take a good look at it. Maybe we don't have to move too much. And neither one of them wanting to come up here close and stand still and pose like they have a tendency to do. Look how big that baby is, and that baby's fat as a butterball. Look how big that baby is back behind him. Oh, we're supposed to be looking at you, aren't we? Snoopy says, I stopped right here, and here you are looking at a baby. You're supposed to be looking at me, boss. There we go, yeah. Yeah, he's just a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Typical, just as typical as he can be. He's got one tine that needs to be growing out there on his right side, sticking forward like that one is over on his other side over there, and it's not doing it. Keep in mind, though, that that's only his second set of horns. So he's pretty good size. Look how fat that baby is, and that's a little doe too. That's a little doe. She's the one I was talking about last week. Looks like she's carrying a baby. I know she's not. I know she's not, but you take a look at them, he is really spectacular. He is a big boy. He's not nearly as big as Whitey, but Whitey's a year older, so, you know, when he gets up, the sun is just beating down on me something terrible fierce right now. It's over 90 degrees, and yet right there back in behind those trees is a fierce storm, and I don't know if it's coming this way or going to slide around us. There's Whitey again. We're zoomed in on him, and you take a look at how big he has become. It's going to be really cool here in the next few weeks when they get those horns down good and hard. And look at these trees. It looks like they have been scraping some of them. They just about torn these little bunch of trees up right over here. You look at this little bunch of trees right here. You can see them laying down on the ground. That was a pretty good bunch of... Whoa. Whoa, serious. Oh, look at that lake out there. It'd be a great time to be out there on that lake right now. This storm rolling in, oh, they would be biting. I promise you, they'll be biting. Take another little quick look there as Snoopy walks out into the sun. And they're just kind of wandering around me over here. We got all 4 pens open right here. They can go anywhere they want. They all are down in this one because of the shade. And we got some cloud cover, but they're all staying over here because of the shade. You can see as he goes away, he's not anywhere near as wide as Whitey, but his horns go forward, which is a pretty cool deal. Pretty cool deal. Yeah. He is one we accidentally got back in the pen. Come down here in the shade just a little bit more and try to get a real nice picturesque look at Whitey. Whitey, I got your son up there at the house, and he's going to be a dandy too. He's doing great. He's eating a lot, just like you do. But you take a look, and he's there now. He's going to come to me. He always wants to do that, seems like. Heard another turkey gobble down there. That's probably them 4 gobblers been at the house. We're not too far away from the house. But look at those beautiful things. Look how fat he is. Will you look how fat he is? His head looks small on that body. He's got so huge and big. He's changing coats. You see the brown and the orange both in his coats. Some of the does have not got that much. The bucks are already getting their winter coat on. But there he is, Mr. Spectacular, Mr. Whitey. Now let's do a little quick look around, look at the babies, because we got a lot of babies right here by us right now. There's a couple right over there. We'll zoom in on them real quick. You can see that they're about the size of Wild Child and Little Whitey. Look over there in the corner. We see we got a bunch more over there in the corner. I guess those are all adults over in the corner. But we slip right over here and we're going to find some more babies. Several more babies down here. There's beginning to be a wide discrepancy in the size, or disparity, I don't know which way you want to say that, but in the size of these youngins. Some of these fawns are much, much larger than the others. A lot of it is the difference between male and female. That's a fairly tiny little deer right there, and look at the deer that beside her. And then look at that deer laying down. You can tell even though that deer's laying down, it's a lot larger deer. And that's a doe also laying there, I believe. I don't think the tag's in the left ear. I can't see it. And you look at all these right down here, you see quite a little bit of difference in the disparity in the sides. They're relatively the same size. Look at that one, though. It's a lot smaller than that one right behind it. Looky there. There's a lot of difference in the size of that deer and some of those others. And the bucks seem to be getting larger quicker than the does, which that's the way it's supposed to happen. The boys are bigger than the girls. In the deer world, they don't worry about whether they're a male or a female. They just take what God gives them, and that's what they live with the rest of their life. They don't really have a choice in it. And that's good. That's a good deal. But there they are, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. A big bunch of fawns. You might be wondering what we're going to do with them. We're going to let them out. We're going to let them out here probably toward the end of next month before the rut gets started. Because if we did not leave them out, Mr. Gumball, Snoopy, and Mr. Whitey would probably kill them. Just that simple. They would stomp them. They'd probably, run them out with their horns and get them down. Once they got them down, they'd stomp them with their front feet. They're vicious during the rut. That's why when the deer are rutting, the bucks run the baby fawns off to breed the doe. And many times they get back together after the rut because that little baby will stay around a lot of times after the rut, get back with his mama. But he's for his own safety, he's got to get out of Dodge there for a while. All righty. Whitey, you are spectacular. Yes, you are.